Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my goodness, I can hear the grandkids downstairs running. I hope it doesn't bleed through. I just had to pop on here. I got my second hobby order. Look at that. I know. So this is a couple more colors of that Manaya yarn that I finally pulled the trigger on. I mean, I have had that in my cart back and forth, and I just absolutely was drooling over the colors, and they were just so beautiful and so bright and so saturated. And you know, I like bright colors. This is Caron Cakes. I don't remember the colorway. I used 2 cakes. The pattern is brick. It is free on Ravelry. But I like those bright colors. I like the bright, happy, bold, beautiful, striping, just yes. So I got 2 in my first order, and the other, I've got this bag that has the other 2. My first order was, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you know what? I commented on it, and I was looking at it, I'm like, it doesn't look as bright to me. But when you look at the pictures, they're definitely the same. There's no doubt about it. But I must have been in a weird mood that day because I was like, the balls aren't as big as I thought. The color's not as bright. I think I was just being ornery or not nice. That's just all there is to it. Because the yarn is beautiful and it's gorgeous. And then these are the 2 colors that I got. This is half my order. This is color 8 and this is color 7 if you are interested. But they are really pretty. I definitely enjoy them. And want to see the new colors that I got? I mean, I did it all in the same order, but I don't remember what colors I ordered. There you go. And then I've got some questions to ask everybody. I would like your help. Yeah. So here's my Hobbii bag. I believe everything should be in it. You know what I find really interesting? So Hobbii is from Denmark, and a lot of people complain about these plastic mailers. I know why they use them. It's less expensive to get through. They don't charge us as much. They don't get charged as much. They replace any yarn that gets lost or damaged in shipment and what have you. And it still most likely saves them money over using boxes, right? So I'm looking at this and, you know, I just, I got the kids here and I didn't really want to jump on whatever, because I know I'm not going to shut up because that's how I roll. And, you know, I was like, I want to get in the yarn. I want to look at it, right? So look at this. You can see that? I can touch the yarn. I can look at the color a little bit, see, and like touch the yarn. See, look at that. Look at that right through there. So this is coming from Denmark into Colorado. I'm so glad that we didn't have any deluges of rain along the way or what have you. Whatever, it happens. So without any further ado, shall I rip into it? Shall I just make it happen? I mean, like I said, it's just 2 colors, but I got 4 of each, I believe. So let's see what I ended up with. I have a lot. I have a lot of yarn. Oh, look, this one's trying to be naked. Oh, it got ripped. Oh, look, different ball bands. So I think this is the old ball band and this is the new ball band. I don't care. Yarn works just the same. But that's that. Because of that, let's see. This is color number 2 if you are interested in it. I like that. And oh my gosh, it's just, oh, I like the feel of wool. 65% wool, 35% acrylic. I'll grab another one so then I can read more of the stats on it. So yeah, this is, and it's the put up, otherwise the way that it is wound, it's called a beehive shape. And I just think that's really cool. I have, this one is also, this is puzzle yarn from Premier. You know, this is a cotton, there's this puzzle cotton, again, beehive shape, right? Just showing you the shape. That is really soft. That's my only skein of it. I've never worked with it, but it's really soft. It's nice. So this, we know it's a 65% superwash wool, 35% acrylic superwash wool. That's nice. Okay. It's a virgin wool. I don't know what we won't go there. All right, 200 grams, 580 or 558 yards. They're saying to use a 5mm US size 8. And yeah, it was a worsted weight yarn. I could see that easily. Or the crochet hook, an H crochet hook with this yarn. So I have 4 of these because, again, I got 4 of each color because I'm a little insane. I'm just saying. But I did mention I got it half off. So there you go. There's another one of that. Let me get to the other color. All right, here we got another color. All right, so this is the new one that I got, and that's okay. I'm like, that's an interesting label. There's nothing on it. There we go. Goes like that. All right. So it goes that way. And this is color 1. So I got color 1, if you're interested. Color 1, color 2. I like that. Color 7 and color 8. There. So one of the patterns, and you know, I'm just crazy. I don't know. We'll make it work. One of the patterns that I was looking at making, I think yardage wise, I would need like 5.5 balls, and you notice, or 4.5. And I got 4 of everything. So I don't know. I can make things work. You just border it with something else. You do something different. But the plan was to mix and match using more than one of these, because it's done in squares and different size squares, right? And mix them and match them and put them everywhere and make something really bright and chaotic. That was the goal. Anyway, this is nice. I really like that. That is really pretty. I think this one and this one are my favorites. What do you think? Which ones are your favorites? Do any of them match well if I mixed them, right? What would you mix? Would you mix any of them? I don't know. Tell me down below. Help me out, because I got questions. I got problems. I got stuff, right? You know, I got too many projects, what I got. This is the oddball. Love it. This one I think matches the others the least. But it's gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just stunning? That is just too much. That is really pretty. All right, so got those down. And as a refresher, because I keep showing this picture because, you know, evidently I have a desire to make this, and I refuse to buy enough yarn in one color because I'm an idiot or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. So if you haven't seen this, that is a gorgeous pattern on Etsy. That is Scramble something. Yes, Scramble crochet, something along that line. I'll link it, but I am really enjoying the way that looks. Okay, ooh, here we go. They got their little they got their little video of how they're doing their squares, right? Isn't that cool? So that was with a Red Heart yarn, and I contemplated buying that, but then I saw it's a discontinued or whatever. But then I saw all of the Hobbii yarn on sale at 50% off. I paid $14.50 for each of these. They're normally $29. I didn't want to pay $29, you know? I mean, hey, that's just how that goes. I could probably get a sweater for myself with 3 of them. You know, so that's why I bought 4 of each, because you never know. So yeah, I got like 4 sweater quantities if you want to consider that. So that is the pattern that I'd like to make. And the goal was to use maybe one of these gorgeous wool acrylic blends. But if you've been around, I haven't started it yet, because I wanted all the yarns to come in. I wanted to know. Now, asking my husband right off by the touch test and everything else, knowing how my husband is, he definitely said use a wool blend. Use one of these. Yes, that is my husband. Oh, and then I've also got this universal one, which is another 65 wool, 35% acrylic worsted weight yarn that I could mix in with any of these other colors, right? So I do have that as another one, and I've got enough of that that I could mix in. Does that go with any of these? I mean, would I be able to do that? Would I get away with that? I don't know, but they all have the same composition. This is just looser wound than this. And that's probably why I was thinking these were small. They're not. They're just a little tighter than what this is. They've got pretty much the same yard. Oh, no, this has a little bit more yardage. So it does have, it is a little bit more on the yardage. But it is what it is. This is 660, so about 100 more yards. But yeah, so I've got all these choices. I have a lot of choices. I need to not start something for a week or 2. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I told myself that earlier. And then I immediately rebelled. I didn't start anything. I did not. But I immediately was like, no, you're not the boss of me. This is my head talking to my head, by the way. You're not the boss of me. You don't get to tell me. I'm going to go start something. Where's my crochet hooks? Right? I know it's a little psychotic, right? It's just whatever. Yeah, I answer myself back. I know you do too. You just don't admit it. You're fine. All right. So the other colors and everything that I was looking at, you know, I fell for hard. I got all these beautiful gorgeous colors of Big Twist Rave. And these are 285 meters, so more than that on yardage, 312 yards per skein. I have, what, 6 colors. I have 6 colors of this yarn. I mean, it's a fuzzy yarn. Can you see that? It fuzzes. So I don't know with the wear spots and everything for a coat. Yeah, you can see all the halo, how that would work, but you know, whatever. But I've got all these colors, and I specifically, whatever, crazy. I specifically got this one with the pink and the black, and then this one with the green and the black. So I got 6 of each. So my size and everything, that's what I think I calculated. I don't know. I did math a while ago. But I think that these two would make my size plus, you know, a little generous. There you go. For that particular sweater. It is crochet. It takes a little more yarn. You want to make sure you have enough. So this was an option. But this is the acrylic. So my husband's kind of a yarn snob. So he was immediately like, I like the wool better. I mean, I like all of them. That's why I bought them. And now I'm in a conundrum. Like, you know, when I do start another project, because you know what's going to happen, I need to finish some first, but whatever. But when I do start another project, I'd like to start that one as long as that's the next thing, right? We know things jump in, you know, things like I never intended to make the emotional support chicken. I had no idea what that was. And I got 3 of them, right? You know, I mean, some things just jump ahead of the queue. You know, so with that, what would you do? So I've got all these colors. I've got a wool acrylic blend. I've got the acrylic by itself. I've got all these beautiful colors that would, I think, would just be fantastic. Let me pull this up again, right? Look at that. What do you think? I mean, just crochet squares. I love the fact that you've got those 4 different size squares that you're putting together, and it just gives it more of the patchwork look, feel, and effect. I don't know why. I just absolutely fell in love with that. I've got a friend who's really into squares and granny squares and things, and she's always sending pictures of the things that she finds, and this is one of them that she sent me. And you know, I'm like, yeah, you and your squares, but this one talked to me. Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, this one talked to me. It did. And not only did I buy it, as you can tell, I bought a bunch of yarn that I could actually make with that. Because, you know, I mean, what is it, like 2,500, 2,600 yards for my size? And yeah, so I don't have that necessarily in lots of different colors. You know how that goes. Okay, so the largest size is a 2X to 3X, and that's 2,940 yards. For mine, large XL, depends on gauge, 2,610 yards, right? So I don't generally have worsted weight that much yarn. Now, okay, I do have the Big Twist value in that, you know, one color or multiple colors like that. And I could make all the squares just one, you know, solid colors or change colors within the square, but that'd be a pain. It wouldn't be hard, just a lot of ends. But I could make up all the squares like that with all the different colors, like I'm doing the Boggy Creek blankets. But I really liked the striping yarn, how each one's just going to be different because of where it started with the yarn cake. I mean, look at that. You know, that is just stunning. You know, that they're eye searing. These are, if you are looking for super bright, just in your face, super bright, these are just as eye searing as they're showing on the camera. They really, really are. They are soft. They are not, I was thinking about it, they're not the Premier soft, like that way up there. Those are the Premier Vivid and Fruits. They're not that type, they're not that soft. They're not the Red Heart Super Saver. They're in between. They are an acrylic. They don't feel bad. They're not the best acrylic. They're definitely not the worst acrylic, right? I've had multiple ranges. So have you, right? We've all played, right? We've been there. So I am overall happy with the purchase, which is good. And I've got all of these. And now that I have all of them, I held off. I did good. I held off. I did. I waited for 3 separate packages, 3 separate days. They weren't like consecutive days, by the way, but you know, whatever, right? But I waited very patiently. I did. I stalked my email thingy. I did. I was watching it, you know, because I wanted to at least give myself the option to see what colors I ordered, because I really did forget, right? And they're gorgeous. This is my favorite. Oh my gosh, why did I not get more of these? Because I didn't need them, that's why. So then I can make a decision. And I need help with making that decision. What color would you do? No, I wouldn't mix this with this. I'm just holding them. No, that would not work. But what colors? Would you go with the all acrylic, the acrylic and wool? Would you mix them? You know, with the yardage that it says. I mean, it says that much yardage. Is it because that is a full ball, right? I'll have to do the math, right? Because they use one of the Red Heart cakes of yarn. I'll have to do the math on that because, you know, they'll normally put yardage on there, like 5 balls, 6 balls, 7 balls, whatever it happens to be. Even if you use just this much of the ball yarn, right? Because you normally can't buy a half a ball yarn. So I think I could be able to get away with the 4. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Well, I'm babbling at this point. I'm going to go ahead and let you go and go play with the grandkids because I can hear them thumping outside. With that, everybody, I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. Bye-bye.